What's up, guys? We are going into the Lingering Dissident for what's going to be a slow and boring clear, but it's a safe clear. Pretty much every other strategy's been done. I think Flip Method has an easy auto clear out there. You know, some of the other, like Sinzar and Ladilli, have strategies where you go in and just blow the boss up within a few turns. It's pretty specific clear. And I'll explain here in a sec. But really, we're not using a physical cover tank with a bunch of mitigations. We are going for a magic cover tank. Pretty much any magic cover tank should be strong enough. Any, like Maeve or Celeste would suffice. I'm just bringing Seymour just because he was free recently. Probably doesn't need to be EX3. But anyway, I just geared him for high spirit. He has bonus stats, so like I think his HP ends up being like over 40,000 in the fight, and his spirit's like 9,000 or something in the fight. So just geared for spirit, and I think there's a fire attack, so I geared him for fire resist. Looks like fire, may not be, but I think yeah, if you watch some of Sinzar's videos, I think he explains some of the mechanics a little better. This is kind of ignoring some of the mechanics, like some of the magic can be nethicided, I believe. But for what we're doing here, we really don't care. He works out because his cover is on a 4-turn rotation, and the boss has a 4-turn rotation. So it's convenient, but anyway, I don't think any of this gear here is super, necessary for him. Just high spirit. Our other slot is, well, and just to call it out, you don't want to be provoking with Seymour. I don't think he has innate provoke, not sure, but this party order works out with provoking on Fina. This isn't necessary, to be honest. But anyway, so full provoke, full evasion. Gave her Looming Wrath just to help with MP refill on the party. Yeah, so this slot can be pretty much anyone that can heal and restore MP. That's her big role. She's just going to be repeating every turn. Yeah, and like I said, Seymour has a 4-turn rotation where he'll put up cover and then guard for a few turns. And then turn 4, he'll put up cover again, just guard for a few more turns, and just repeat that. Riku, she's not vital. She's helpful because she has a Thunder Imbue, and the boss is weak to Thunder. Anyone that could, she works out because she has Machine Killer in a kit too, but for what we're doing, it would take a little longer, but you could just bring a stronger chainer that has an imbue as well, like an AoE imbue, or you could just bring someone that has an imperil and gear Fryevia with an elemental weapon. She really wants her own weapon, so I think an imbue would be better. But anyway, we geared her with a sword. She's got Freyvia's TMR, true double hand build, chain cap up, just a whatever card. So she's mainly here for Machine Killer and the Lightning Imbue and Imperil. We'll pop her LB off every now and then just to help with LB fill and mana refill. Then Fryevia, she'll be in the shift form the whole fight. To do this with a magic cover tank, she's pretty key because her shifted LB has a 50% accuracy down debuff, and the boss's physical attacks have 50% accuracy. So between her debuff, with her debuff, then that allows your provoker to evade the physical attacks. But yeah, just built for Machine Killer. You could play around with the gearing to try to output more damage from her. Maybe put a Actually, I think, does she have chain accelerator anyway? That's a damage limit. I know she has at EX3 200% chain cap up. Yeah, let's chain limit boost. Yeah, I mean, she may output more damage with something like Envy Tifa's TMR or Oliveira's TMR. You would just have to make up the machine killer somewhere. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get into it. And she's also key because she has a offensive break too. The boss can't be defense or spirit broken, but it can be offensively broken. The only other unit I can think of that would be able to do a similar clear is Envy Onion Knight, because Shifted LB has all stat breaks and accuracy reduction by 50%. So anyway, so turn 1, Seymour's just going to cover. Fina is going to, let's see, she will not White Wind. Luminous Heal. So it's a direct heal, and then she casts a heal the next turn. Then Manitopia twice, and that's literally all she does for the whole fight. So turn 1, Fryevia gonna shift it LB. Then Riku can imbue with Invandara. It's a 5-turn imbue. She'll break, and then machine killer. So there's just single target physical stuff on turn 1. We can repeat Fina. Seymour can guard. Riku can just reapply machine killer. It's only a 3-turn duration. Re-imperil, and then that. Fryevia can on guard, sword imperil, and then break, and we'll chain them up. Okay. This turn, we're just going to repeat Fina and Seymour. Riku, we can just LB with her. Fryevia can just bolting strike 3 times. Okay. We're just going to reload Fina and Seymour. Riku will re-imperil and then just tall boy a couple times, and then just repeat Fryevia. That's the last action of the boss. So this turn, there's just going to be a physical, so Seymour can reapply cover. Repeat Fina. Riku, I guess we can LB this turn. And Fryevia is just repeating. Okay, now we restart the cycle with Fryevia and Riku. We'll just LB with Fryevia. Riku can imbue, imperil, and then give us a machine killer. Seymour can guard, and just repeat Fina. Okay, so we're guarding Seymour, repeating Fina. We can just chain with Riku, so just Imperil and then Tallboy. Fryevia can Sword Imperil, break, and Sword Imperil. There's not an Imperil on Seymour, is there? No. So, yeah, the last turn of the 4-turn cycle, so we will guard with Seymour, reload Fina, and then just repeat Riku and Fryevia. So Seymour reapply cover. So like I said, this is a long and boring clear, but it's, you know, pretty harmless, pretty safe. So yeah, cover with Seymour, regen and all that with Fina. Fryevia and Riku are just repeating. So, guard Seymour, repeat Fina. We'll go ahead and LB with Riku this time. Yeah, I mean, we lost our killer, but we should still have the imbue, and it's still imperiled. Okay, so now we are repeating Seymour and Fina. We're back on our 5-turn cycle. We're starting our 5-turn cycle over with Fryevia and Riku, just for the accuracy debuff. It's only a 5-turn duration, so LB with Fryevia. Riku can just imbue, imperil, and machine killer. So, and I mean, if you can bulk Seymour up more, by all means, but we're just guarding Seymour, repeating Fina. Fryevia does need to reapply her big stat buff, so do that, and then these two. Riku can machine killer, just imperil, and then Tallboy. And once Riku gets her upgrades on Thursday, I'm not sure what's the crown and what's just a upgrade, but it should make this a little easier if you're doing this method. But we'll just chain them. So, I mean, that turn 4, that rotation does hurt a little bit, but as long as Seymour's bulky enough, he should survive. So, we're back to turn 1 of the boss's rotation, so reapply cover, repeat Fina, and Fryevia and Riku can just chain. So re-imperil and then just chain. So I'll go ahead and cut the video here, and I mean, hopefully you get the idea by now of the rotation. So it's like turn 1, 5, 9, 13, etc. With Seymour, you're gonna apply cover, and the rest of the turns he's just guarding. Your Fina or whoever is just gonna heal and then restore MP. Kresnik works great if you give him a counter build. That'll help with LB fill, but he can, heal and restore MP pretty easily. He can do a little buffing for Riku too. But yeah, and then Fryevia and Riku, it's just basically a 5-turn rotation. You do need to reapply Freyvia's buffs on turns like 2, 12, 22, so on and so forth. But we'll cut the video and I'll just hop back in once the boss is about dead. So I'll see you here in a sec. All right, we are back. We're on turn 23. We're going to kill the boss within the next couple turns. We're just repeating our rotation. Just to call it out, it might be better if you save Riku's LB for like turns. Well, pop her LB off on turn 3, 7, so on and so forth. And as long as it lines up with your rotation for, imbuing, imperiling, and doing Freyvia's LB and whatnot. But that'll help with Seymour's survivability, since her LB does have some mitigations on it. But anyway, so like this would be a good turn to do her LB just for some mitigations on Seymour. It seems like turns 1 and 2 of the boss's rotation are pretty harmless. Like turns 3 and 4 hit a bit harder. So if you could have a little more mitigation, that'd probably help. His cover puts up some mitigations, but Riku's actually, what does her LB have? Her SLB has 75% general mit. It's only 50% mit on the regular LB. Actually, let's double check Seymour's cover. Is that just mitigation when he covers? No, it's just general mit. But yeah, anyway, yeah, Riku's SLB should help his survivability. But, I mean, like I said, as long as he's bulky enough, he should be fine just guarding. So, anyhow, so we're on boss's turn 3 of its rotation. So we're guarding Seymour, just repeating Fina again. We'll go ahead and do Riku's LB. We're just triple bolting with Fryevia. Oh, okay. Well, that was it. So again, pretty boring clear, slow. There are more optimized clears out there, but if you don't have like Esther, Chizuru, Sylvie, I mean, and you happen to have Fryevia and Riku, this is an option. So just to confirm, oh yeah. All missions. So there we go. Anyway, yeah, not the flashiest clear, but pretty safe and steady clear. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.